Hello and welcome to another awesome video on the Disabled Explorer YouTube channel and all the other platforms that I share this on. Hope everyone's having a great Monday afternoon, wherever you guys are watching this on and on whatever platform you guys happen to be watching this on. It is currently a whopping 21 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's 21 degrees Celsius here in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada, and it's getting warmer every day. It's a little windy, showery, but we can handle the rain. Better than snow anyway. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to recap what happened on Friday Night SmackDown. I mean, TNA Impact first, Friday Night SmackDown second, and I'll preview what'll happen on tonight's Go Home episode of Monday Night Raw as we gear up for WrestleMania 42 season. It's finally here, folks. 42. WrestleMania 42 this weekend. Yeah, yeah. But before I get to all that fun stuff, this is also fun. I'd like to give a great big shout out and a hello to the sponsor of this video, Learn Portugal. If you're trying to teach your kids European Portuguese, I came across something pretty useful and awesome. These handwriting practice books are designed for kids learning Portuguese outside of Portugal and focus uh, on simple vocabulary, handwriting practices, and repetition to help kids get comfortable with the Portuguese language. It's a real nice screen-free way uh, for kids to practice seeing and writing Portuguese. If that sounds helpful and interesting for all of you and your family, I'll put the link in the description below for you guys to check out and uh, probably purchase these books. These books come in four different colors and categories. There's a green one, which is right here, and the theme is food and nature. The second book is a blue book, which you can kind of see here, and it is themed home and transportation. Home and transportation. The third book is a red book, which I don't know if you can see here. It's a themed clothes and body. And the fourth book, which you can clearly see here, which is themed animals and insects. So, if you want more information on these books, the link to to see these books will be in the description below. And thank you again to Learn Portugal for sponsoring this video. Now, on to Thursday Night Impact for the April the 9th, 2026. Sorry, clear my throat there. Okay. Uh, Alario Center, New Orleans, Louisiana. Contract chaos. Santana versus Edwards. Tensions explode. Mike Santana and Eddie Edwards went toe to toe verbally before their contract signing could even happen. Edwards fired first, calling out Santana's departure during TNA's darkest days, while he stayed loyal. Santana fired back, claiming he returned with more ambition and sacrifice than Edwards ever showed. Things uh, heated up when personal families entered the mix, prompting Cedric Alexander to ambush Santana from behind. Leon Slater, however, made the save, and the babyfaces stood tall as the segment ended in chaos. Danny Luna versus Jada Stone. Stone brought the high flying arsenal early with a Rana and suicide dive, but Luna's power game took over. A brutal apron powerbomb and a vicious submission attempt nearly finished Stone, but the resilient, resilient challenger escaped every trap. Stone mounted an incredible comeback, hitting a sky twister press to snag the upset victory. Tasha Steele didn't take the loss well. She laid out Stone with a clothesline right after the bell. The winner of that match was Jada Stone. Elijah's Dark Encounter, a setup in a New Orleans graveyard, turned ugly when Frankie Kazarian ambushed Elijah with a stone. The attack came courtesy of a young kid, leading Elijah to what he thought was a grave, a classic trap. Kazarian left without paying the kid properly, proving he's every bit the hero his actions suggest. Tyrone Terrell's emotional return. Terrell came out to thank the fans for supporting uh, her career comeback, but the Elegance brand had other plans. They mocked her for trying to ride their success before attacking her on Run, with ODB and Mickey James already laid out in the backstage area. Terrell had no backup. The Elegance brand finished the job with the finishing move, nip and tuck. Santino locker room rampage. Santino Morella, Santino Morella finally snapped at snapped on Stacks and Ariana Grace, slapping Stacks so hard they fled the woman's um they fled to the women's locker room with Indy Hartwell, Indy Hartwell's blessing. Morella and Hartwell pursued them inside, pursued them inside. Um, they emerged victorious, but paid the price. Daria Ray suspended both of them indefinitely for their actions. BDE versus Frankie Kazarian. Kazarian controlled the early exchange, but BDE fired back with a lung blower, and blockbuster. Kazarian caught BDE mid springboard cutter and with a backstabber, then locked in the chicken wing for the submission victory. Ryan Nemeth, however, attacked BDE post-match, but Elijah's lights out return, save him, choke, save him, saw him, sorry, choke Kazarian with a towel and clear the ring. Winner of that match, Frankie Kazarian, versus in a submission maneuver. Elena Black's Elena Black and Myla Grace. Black made quick work of this one, hitting her finisher, the blackout, a jumping neckbreaker for the rapid fire victory. Winner Elena Black. Ricky Sosa's introduction. Eric Young crashed Ricky Sosa's official TNA welcome, calling him a pretender and claiming Young runs the show. Young threw sucker punches, but Sosa fired back with a backdrop out of a pile driver attempt and running forearms. Young caught Sosa with a forearm and finished him with a pile driver of himself that sent him bouncing off the mat. Not not the welcome Sosa was hoping for. Mustafa Ali's championship shot. Ali called international champion Trey Miguel and let loose with a twisted promo. TNA champions are all screw ups who got second chances, while he's too good to be champion because he's never messed up, not even a parking ticket. Miguel fired back, calling Ali a scumbag. Order floor jumped in when Miguel took control, but Moose made the save. The segment ended in a 4-on-2 brawl that left both sides standing tall. The Hardys retain tag gold in an epic tables match. TNA Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, in a tables match versus the Righteous Brothers. This was the three-fall affair, and the Hardys brought their A game after an early tumble, through the table by didn't Matt didn't count. The Hardys fought back with poetry in motion, combos, and sent the Righteous crashing through the table. The steel step, sorry. Vincent and Dutch regrouped with a ladder assist, but uh, the en- the veterans stayed one step ahead of them. One step ahead. Vincent broke through a table to tie it up. 11 minutes and 50 seconds, forcing a final fall. Highlights of the match, including Jeff's grabbing broom, multiple near mission near misses on the floor, and an incredible ladder spot. In the end, Matt hit the twist of fate on Vincent to set him on the table. Jeff soared from the top rope with a swanton bomb to secure the win and retain the titles. Uh, Winners of that match were the Hardy Boys, um, retaining their TNA World Tag Team Championships. The celebration was short-lived, uh, as Dutch attacked and sent Jeff Hardy to a table to close the show with a bang. The Hardys will face Bear Bronson on and Brian Myers at Rebellion, which I will recap tomorrow or Wednesday. Uh, coming coming soon, Rebellion, which took place on Saturday, which I'll recap on Wednesday. AJ Francis vowed to finish his business with Nick Nemeth at the next big event. I hope you guys liked that TNA Impact review. If you did, click the thumbs up. That would be great. And subscribe if you haven't already. Just like I'd like to send a huge shout out to Mind Stretcher on YouTube. He commented on my last video. Please, I'll try to remember to put his ad in the description below. But please go ahead and follow him. So he's a very kind guy as well. Now, I'm going to review what happened on Smackdown. I know this video is going a little long, and I apologize sincerely for that. It won't go this long in the future, I promise. Now, we're going to Smackdown. What happened on Smackdown? Hmm. Friday Night Smackdown from the SAP Center in San Jose, California. WrestleMania 42 looms 8. Now it's 6 days away. 5, no, 5 days away, sorry. 8 days away from last Friday. The show kicked off with a revelation that WrestleMania 42 is just 8 days from from SmackDown away in Las Vegas, and the stakes are sky high across every division. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky face Jade Cargill's wrath. Rhea stormed the ring, demanding Jade Cargill after attacking her and Io Sky, looking to settle the things immediately. Io Sky interrupted, injured arm and all, insisting she wanted Jade tonight, that night, Friday Night SmackDown, not waiting for WrestleMania. Nick Aldis loved the idea, the energy, and the booked it on the spot as the main event of the night. Bailey versus Alexa Bliss. Charlotte Flair, Charlexa steals the win. Bailey brought the offense early with the shoulder tackle and the aggression, but Alexa Bliss fired back with a quick strike offense and creative counters. The two traded near falls and back and forth, near falls back and forth, uh, in a back and forth thriller, sorry, with Charlotte Flair for Charlotte Flair's presence at ringside, proving costly. While Bailey argued with the ref, Bliss capitalized with a surprise roll up for the upset victory. The winner of that match was Alexa Bliss. Backstage chaos, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, and Little Yachty. Carmelo looked frustrated about his U.S. title loss, blaming Trick Williams for his downfall. Uh, when Trick Williams and Little Yachty arrived, tensions boiled over. Yachty suggested Trick face Matt Cardona tonight. Matt Cardona agreed, and the was matchmaking was on. Drew McIntyre's brutal promo of Jacob Fatu. Drew McIntyre went nuclear on Jacob Fatu, calling him a failure as a man and a father who locked him while showing him locked in a jail cell. Drew made it clear, deeply personal, mentioning Fatu's family being in San Jose that night and calling him a criminal who deserves to be caged. He promised to be Fatu's judge, jury, and executioner at WrestleMania. Royce Keys makes his Smackdown debut with a powerful video promo package showcasing East Pay, his East Palo Alto roots and family support. Royce Keys made his official debut against Bodo with Angel at ringside. Keys dominated with power moves and explosiveness, hitting a spine buster for a dominant victory. Winner was Royce Keys. Post-match, Solo Sikoa checked in on Keys backstage, reminding him that he runs SmackDown and offering support. Pat McAfee arrives. Chaos ensues. Pat McAfee's arrival sparked immediate drama. Jelly Roll confronted him about RKO from about the RKO from last week, but Pat dismissed him as an outsider. Nick Aldis to had to separate them as Pat trash talked his way through the parking area. Pat McAfee's inflammatory promo. Pat McAfee hit the ring and immediately insulted San Jose, calling it a bleep hole, sorry, YouTube, a bleep hole with a crowd with the crowd booing. He went after CM Punk, relentlessly questioning Punk's credibility and claiming he's the man of action who actually fights for fans. Pat then announced that Ram Trucks had agreed to cover 25% of WrestleMania Saturday tickets. His way of being the hero the fans didn't deserve. Cody Rhodes cut through the noise. Cody Rhodes interrupted and called Pat out for not belonging there. Through legally barred, though legally barred from touching him, Cody verbally dismantled Pat's entire narrative, discussing wrestling history with the difference between treating fans and customers versus family versus family. The the two went back and forth with heated barbs. Cody calling Pat a cosplay uh, champion, while oh no, Pat calling a Pat calling Cody a cosplay champion, while Pat fired back. While Cody fired, sorry, Cody called Pat a cosplaying champion, while Pat fired back about Cody's family background. Randy Orton attacked Pat's victory. Just as Cody looked to escalate, Randy Orton appeared on the big screen, dragging Jelly Roll, of all people, to the ring. While Cody was distracted, Randy attacked from behind, the Europe, European, hitting European uppercuts and a uh, gra- graping DDT. Pat finished Cody off while Randy and Pat stole the title belt, with Pat driving off into the night with the championship. Randy teased a WrestleMania moment where the focus would be on him. Jake, sorry for this video being a little long, but I want to recap everything that went down on Friday Night SmackDown. Jacob Fatu versus Tamatonga. Fatu's victorious. Fatu brought high-flying aggression early with a handspring, moonsault, and suicide dive, but Tama took control, targeting Fatu's knee. Fatu battled back, exchanging heavy strikes before hitting a super kick and pop-up Samoan drop for the win. The winner was Jacob Fatu. Drew McIntyre's post-match assault, however, uh, immediately after the match on Fatu, kicking him repeatedly before hitting a claymore. He then brought out handcuffs, dragging Fatu into the ring post into the ring post, and securing him before whipping him with his belt. Officials finally stopped the carnage, but Drew left Fatu brutalized, a warning of WrestleMania violence to come. Sami Zayn's emotional promo. Sami Zayn addressed the crowd, acknowledging that some fans want him to change his approach. He refused, however, stating that his entire career has been out of giving himself, not a catchphrases or viral moments. He promised to rock into WrestleMania as champion and rock out as champ. Trick Williams, however, um, interrupted the U.S. title story counselor as the U.S. title story continues. Trick Williams and Little Yachty came out to shut down Sammy's speech. Trick mocked the idea of facing WrestleMania main eventer in his first match, but Sammy countered, saying Trick is all hype with no substance. Yachty promised a new U.S. champion at WrestleMania. Matt Cardona versus Trick Williams and Wild Ride. Matt Cardona and Trick had a physical slugfest while near falls on both sides. Uh, Trick controlled much of the match with chops and power moves, but Matt fired back with the woo boot and unprettier for a near fall. The finish came when Yachty pulled Sammy off the apron. Sammy responded with a haluva kick to Yachty. This distraction respond uh, allowed Crick to respond. Uh, Sammy responded with a haluva kick, on Bill Yachty. This distraction allowed Crick Williams to hit the trick shot on a shocked Matt Cardona for the victory. Winner Crick Williams, Damian Priest, uh, and no Danhausen, versus Kit Williams. A curse strikes again. Danhausen opened with a drop kick and Northern Lights suplex, but Kit Williams brought the fight with flying elbows as Kit climbed the tops top rope. Danhausen claimed there was a curse. He was cursed, and pyro erupted, causing Kit to fall onto the turnbuckles. Uh, Danhausen finished with a kick to the face. The winner was Danhausen, but The Miz tried to interfere post-match, but got poked in the eyes, sending Danhausen fleeing the ring. Io Sky versus uh, Jade Cargill main event showdown. Again, I apologize for the length of this video. Io Sky came out damaged but determined, hitting early drop kicks. Jade controlled much of the ma- uh, match with power moves and dominance, but Io Sky refused to quit, as she always does. She hit a missile dropkick and moonsault moonsault to the outside, fighting back violently. Jade's power moves, moonsault, uh, um, Jade's power proved too much. She hit Jaded for the hand fought, hard fought victory. Winner Jade Cargill. Rhea Ripley's challenge. Rhea Ripley came out post match as the crowd erupted. The two women stood face to face, staring down WrestleMania 42. Jade threw the chair aside and walked away, but the message was clear. This feud is far from over. Upcoming matches on the next SmackDown, which will be WrestleMania SmackDown, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and an 8-man street fight. Next week, uh, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the Riots facing the MFTs in an 8-man street fight. I hope you guys like that bit winded review of my Friday Night SmackDown. If you did, click the thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated and help me get up from 433 subscribers. Now I'll do a quick preview of what will happen on Monday Night Raw tonight from Sacramento, California. Uh, the Golden Center in Sacramento, California, 8 p.m. Eastern on Netflix. The go home show before WrestleMania 42 is here. It's the final Raw before WrestleMania, and WWE is pulling out all the stops. buckle up, folks, because we're in for a night of absolute chaos, verbal explosions, and physical warfare as the biggest some names in sports entertainment settle scores one last time before the showcase of the Immortals. Roman Reigns fires back at CM Punk. Roman Reigns takes a mic to respond, takes to the mic to respond to CM Punk's explosive pipe bomb from last week. This isn't just a promo. It's a final face to face mind game, mind games before these two collide at WrestleMania. What will happen? What will the tribal chief have to say? How will Punk react? Only Raw will only Raw will tell. Brock Lesnar and Overfemi, uh, round two. Last week's contract signing turned into an all-out brawl. This week, these Titans are coming back for more. Expect chaos, expect collision, and expect the one final statement before WrestleMania's collision course this weekend. Gunther's destruction mission. The Ring General destruction has destruction on his mind. As Seth Rollins prepares for their WrestleMania encounter, Gunther is live on Raw, and the visionary veteran launches back. What does the Empress segment segment's chosen warrior have to say? Have planned? Sorry, there's only one way to find out because watch it all unfold live from Sacramento, California at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific on Netflix. Don't miss it. Don't miss the go home raw before WrestleMania, wrestling's biggest weekend of the year. Legends collide, rivalries ignite. WrestleMania 42 hype reaches critical mass. This is must see TV. I hope you guys liked that raw preview. If you did, leave a comment, click a thumbs up if you haven't already, and that would be greatly appreciated and help me get up from 433 upwards all the way up. Again, a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, uh, Learn Portugal. All these books, all these awesome books, can be found in the link in the description below. And again, thank you to Mind Stretcher on YouTube for commenting. I will probably put I'll put his link in the description. You can follow him. Maybe you can follow me back. That would be great. Until tomorrow, where I will recap tonight's Monday Night Raw from Sacramento, and I will uh probably do the the TNA Rebellion review. Until then, have a great week, a great Monday afternoon, and keep positive, keep curious, keep warm if it's chilly out, and as I always love to say, keep on smiling. Goodbye. Peace.